With Morning Comes Mistfall. Read for you by Claudia Black. I was early to breakfast that morning, the first day after landing, but Sanders was already out on the dining balcony when I got there. He was standing alone by the edge, looking out over the mountains and the mists. I walked up behind him and muttered hello. He didn't bother to reply. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" he said without turning. And it was. Only a few feet below balcony level, the mists rolled, sending ghostly breakers to crash against the stones of Sanders' castle. A thick, white blanket extended from horizon to horizon, cloaking everything. We could see the summit of the Red Ghost off to the north, a barbed dagger of scarlet rock jabbing into the sky. But that was all. The other mountains were still below mist level. But we were above the mists. Sanders had built this hotel atop the tallest mountain in the chain. We were floating alone in a swirling white ocean on a flying castle amid a sea of clouds. Castle Cloud, in fact. That was what Sanders had named the place. It was easy to see why. "Is it always like this?" I asked Sanders after drinking it all in for a while. "Every mistfall," he replied, turning towards me with a wistful smile. He was a fat man with a jovial red face. Not the sort who should smile wistfully, but he did. He gestured towards the east, where Wraithworld's sun rising above the mists made a crimson and orange spectacle out of the dawn sky. "The sun," he said, "as it rises, the heat drives the mists back into the valleys, forces them to surrender the mountains they've conquered during the night. The mists sink, and one by one the peaks come into view. By noon, the whole range is visible for miles and miles. There's nothing like it on Earth or anywhere else." He smiled again and led me over to one of the tables scattered around the balcony. "And then, at sunset, it's all reversed. You must watch Mistrise tonight," he said. We sat down, and a sleek robo-waiter came rolling out to serve us as the chairs registered our presence. Sanders ignored it. "It's war, you know," he continued. "Eternal war between the sun and the mists, and the mists have the better of it. They have the valleys and the plains and the seacoasts. The sun has only a few mountain tops, and them only by day." He turned to the robo-waiter and ordered coffee for both of us, to keep us occupied until the others arrived. It would be fresh brewed, of course. Sanders didn't tolerate instants or synthetics on his planet. "You like it here," I said, while we waited for the coffee. Sanders laughed. "What's not to like? Castle Cloud has everything. Good food, entertainment, gambling, and all the other comforts of home, plus this planet. I've got the best of both worlds, don't I?" "I suppose so. But most people don't think in those terms. Nobody comes to Wraithworld for the gambling or the food." Sanders nodded. "But we do get some hunters, out after rock cats and plains devils. And once in a while someone will come to look at the ruins." "Maybe," I said. "But those are your exceptions, not your rule. Most of your guests are here for one reason." "Sure," he admitted, grinning. "The wraiths." "The wraiths," I echoed. "You've got beauty here, and hunting and fishing and mountaineering, but none of that brings the tourists here. It's the wraiths they come for."